Hi everyone, it's Kute here, giving you a shout out, sending you some love wherever you are in the world. Question to ponder today is, do you find me sexy? What do I mean by that? You might be wondering, do you find me sexy? Well, not me exactly, but what is sexy? We live in a world today where we're constantly being bombarded in our culture, through the media, through magazines, Paris Hilton, Kim Kardashian, magazines. You need to look like this, you need to breathe like this, you need to wear this cologne, you need to wear this lingerie, you need to have, this size legs, this size toe, your hair needs to be like this. I mean, we're constantly being bombarded with images of what sexy is. The question I want to ask you today, as I've been pondering, as you can tell, this is a very profound conversation we're going to have. What is sexy? Really, ponder that for a moment. What does sexy mean to you? Is it the car you drive? Is it the clothes you wear? Is it how beautiful your legs are? Is it how wonderful your eyelashes are? Is it the amazing shape of your lips? What is sexy? All of these things that we define in our culture, all of these things we define in our culture as sexy, as attractive, as pretty, as beautiful, all of these things are transitory. All of these things ultimately are temporary, are impermanent, will come and go. I want to pose something to you, that perhaps true sexiness has nothing to do with the body, has nothing to do with physicality in the way we've defined it in our materialistic culture. Perhaps true sexy is something far deeper, far more profound, far more vast than the limited concept that we've defined it. It reminds me, I go to India a lot. I've been to India over the last 10 years, close to 18 times. I'm known to take leaders and visionaries on one-on-one radical journeys to India, and called the Liberation experience. And at some point during each journey, I take my client and I take them to a magical place called Varanasi. Varanasi is at one point where the amazing Ganges River is. And I take them to a place where they burn dead bodies. For over 1,000 years they've been burning dead bodies by the Ganges. The Hindus believe that if you die and you're burned in Varanasi and you get thrown into the Ganges, you won't have to take rebirth again, because they believe that the Ganges is such a powerful force of energy. So imagine, here we are by the Ganges, and there's a dead body, and a body comes, they light the body on the wood, the priest does prayers, and all of a sudden, within about 2 hours, this body burns from head to toe, all the way down until there's nothing left but ashes. In that moment, there's a profound realization that who and what you are essentially cannot, is not, will never be simply this form, will never be simply this body. The question really is, who are you really? If we're to answer the question, what is sexy? Are you sexy? What does sexy mean? I think you ultimately have to first answer the question, who are you? That perhaps real sexiness is when you are in touch with who you are. At some point, your hair will change. You might go bald, it's going to turn gray. There's no way around it. At some point, the best breasts are going to sag. At some point, you're going to get wrinkles. At some point, you won't be able to run anymore. At some point, you may not be able to make love anymore. At some point, your body will change. This is guaranteed. The real question is, what is it that doesn't change? What is it that doesn't change? As you get in touch with this, as you connect with the unchanging source of your being, that is bright, that is infinite, that is vast, you tap into an energy, you tap into an infinite reservoir, an infinite power of energy, an infinite stream of energy that is bright, that is light, that is radiant itself. And the more you tap into that, beyond the mind, beyond the body, beyond the form, I believe that's when you truly become authentically, profoundly, magically sexy. In the biggest sense. That perhaps sexy isn't the body. It's not what cologne you wear. It's not what car you drive. It's not what clothes you wear. But real sexy is soul. Real sexy is when you dare to allow your soul to shine through your eyes. Is where you dare to allow your heart to be wide open and love profoundly. That perhaps real sexy is on one level where you've died to the personality, where you've died to who you are, because Lord knows the personality is imperfect. That real sexy is where you connect to the soul and you open your heart in vulnerability and dare to reach out and share and love those around you. Real sexy is where you dare to allow your soul to shine and you dare to love radically. So my question to you folks today is, are you ready to be sexy for real? Are you ready to be sexy for real?